First question to John K. Chandy.
The question is, when did the Constitution of India come into effect?
John?
26th of January 1950.
26 January 1950. So 1 yes for John. The next question goes to Damian.
Who was appointed the chairman of the Constitutional Drafting Committee in India?
It wasn't John O'Toole, was it?
No.
To my great embarrassment, I don't know. And
So
I read all about the Constitution over the last couple of days.
I'm eliminating Divisha because she had some excess of few questions. So the question goes to Shantanu.
It was Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar.
That's perfect. Shantanu had 1 yes. Can you note down with everybody's name?
Divisha, would you like to continue the quiz?
Thank you. Yep. So the next question is, which
that
famous
question goes to Shantanu because he responded a bonus question. So ask to Shantanu.
which famous calligrapher handwrote the Indian Constitution in English?
It was Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
So 2 points for Shantanu, 1 point for John. Shantanu is leading. We can now go to John.
Was
John,
it
can
Dr.
you answer
Bhimrao?
this question?
Was it Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar?
No, that's not the correct answer.
Okay.
So what is the correct answer? No, now this question will go to Damian.
Oh.
Damian, no Google.
Can you repeat the question?
Can you please repeat the question,
Who
Divisha?
is the president of the Constituent Assembly in India?
The current one or the one in 1950?
The one in 1950.
I'm afraid the breadth of my ignorance is
Gerry, to you.
I pass. Thank you.
Simran, no, she's mute. Shantanu,
It was Dr. Rajendra Prasad.
That is correct.
that's correct. So Shantanu is leading. Now, next question goes to Shantanu because he haven't got his chance.
Okay. So, which article of the Indian Constitution seeks to make provisions for just and humane working conditions and maternity relief?
That would be Article 42.
That is correct.
Thank you.
well done.
Shantanu, you are leading. And Divisha, when you are putting question, can you write down in the comment box as well so that participants can get clear understanding of the question. Now we are complete. We completed first round. The second round, first question goes to John K. Chandy.
Okay, so your question is, the architects of the Indian Constitution borrowed the concept of directive principles from, so your options are A, the Constitution of USA, B, the Constitution of UK, C, the Constitution of Ireland, or D, the Constitution of Canada.
I think it is the Constitution of Ireland.
That is correct.
Thank you.
John, you got 2. So you are leading on number 2. Next question goes to Damian.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so this one has options as well. So, what does Article 43 of the Indian Constitution seek to promote? A. Cottage industries in rural India. B. The prohibition of intoxicants and alcohol. C. The education of children under 14. Or D. All of the above.
I'm inclined to think definitely the promotion of cottage industry was a serious element of it.
That is
And,
correct. Congratulations. Yep.
Great, Damian. Next question to Shantanu.
So, protection of wildlife comes under which of the following in India? A. Fundamental rights. B. Fundamental duties. C. Directive principles of state policy. Or C. Both A, B, and C, which is fundamental duties and the directive principles.
Yeah, it's
What is the
both
question?
fundamental duties and directive principles.
So,
It's both. Yeah.
your answer is option D, and you're correct.
Oh, congratulations, Shantanu. Next question goes to Gerry.
Okay. Which among the following is correct regarding the directive principles? A, that it has positive injunctions. B, that it has negative injunctions. C, that they're justifiable. Or D, none of the above.
C, justifiable.
That's not correct. Would you like to have another go? So A, positive. Yep, that is correct.
A positive.
Yeah.
A positive. Yeah. Thank you very much.
So good, great from your second attempt. So point goes to you. Yes, next question goes to John K. Chandy. This is the round third.
Okay, so the question is, the term equal pay for equal work is A, fundamental right, B, directive principle of state policy, C, statutory provision in labor law, or D, a fundamental duty.
A provision in the labor law?
Unfortunately, that's not correct.
Okay.
Can you try second time, John?
Shall I repeat the options for you?
Can we repeat the options, John?
Okay, so the question is,
Divisha, please repeat the question
Yeah.
and answer options both.
the question is, where's the term equal pay for equal work found in the Indian Constitution? A, fundamental rights. B, the directive principles of state policy. C, statutory provisions in labor law. And D, fundamental duties.
John.
I'm not sure.
Question passes to Damian Nee.
Repeat the question again, like.
Sure. So, where's the term equal pay for equal work mentioned in the Constitution? A, in fundamental rights. B, the directive principles of state policy.
Directive
C.
principles of state policy.
Correct, that is correct.
Damian. Next question goes to Damian.
Oh, good.
Okay. The concept of welfare state is included in which part of the Constitution? A, fundamental rights. B, directive principles of state policy. C, preamble. Or D, fundamental duties.
Oh, I think A.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Would you like to have another go?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Just repeat them very quickly.
Okay. A, fundamental rights. B, directive principles. C, the preamble. And D, fundamental duties.
Oh, I
Repeat
think
the question as
preamble.
well.
Then it's preamble.
Oh, I'll repeat the question as well. So, where's the term welfare state found in the Indian Constitution? A, fundamental rights. B, the directive principles of state policy. C, the preamble. Or D, fundamental
The
duties.
directive principles of state policy.
That is correct.
If Gerry and I can combine our scores now, we're doing good.
Yes, so the 1
I'll
point
say
goes to Damian. Next question goes to Shantanu.
Okay, Shantanu. So, which of the following articles in the Constitution of India contain the directive principles of state policy? So, option A is Articles 5 to 11. Option B is Articles 12 to 35. Option C, Articles 36 to 51. And Article D, Articles 28 to 48.
That will be 36 to 51.
That is correct.
Congratulations, Shantanu. You are still leading. Next question goes to Gerry.
So your question is, the directive principles of state policy are A, justiciable, B, non-justiciable, C, only some of the provisions are justiciable, or D, none of the above.
Sorry, could you repeat that, please? Sorry.
I shall put it in the comments box if that.
No, it's okay, because I can't actually see that today. No, if you just repeat again,
Repeat
please.
it clearly. Can you repeat that?
Okay, so A, they're okay, I don't know how to pronounce this honestly, but it's like,
Justiciable.
Justiciable.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you. B, they're not justiciable. C, only some of the provisions are justiciable. Or D, none of the above.
Yeah, A, justiciable.
That is incorrect. Sorry.
Okay. How about
Okay,
C?
from this round, there's no actually second option to anyone. So, question goes to John.
Is it that option which says 70%?
Sorry.
Is it the option which says 70%?
Can you repeat question, please, Devisha?
I'll just put it in the comments box.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yep. So that's your first
We can't
question.
get your actually question, Devisha. You please repeat it.
Okay, 1 second. So are the directive principles of state policy are justiciable? B, they're non-justiciable. C, only some of the provisions are justiciable. And D, none of them are, no, none of the above.
Only some of them are justiciable.
That's not correct.
Okay.
Yes, then question goes to Damian E.
You see, now it would depend on whether you wanted it based on the stratifications of dysogeny. Agus mé an freagar as Squelge.
Damian, we need to only pick a option. Not be diplomatic here.
Sorry?
D. Option
Like,
D.
that's incorrect.
Okay.
Now question passes to Shantanu.
Well, there are no other options left, so non-justiciable.
That is correct.
Oh, congratulations. Gerry,
Sorry.
next. Sorry, whose turn is this? This question was to whom, Devisha?
I think it was to me originally.
Or to Gerry. Now, next question is to John. And this is our fourth round.
By which amendment act of the Constitution of India
So,
was the
Devisha,
directive?
we will have actually from here 2 more rounds. So 1 round is going and then next round and then we are concluding this quiz.
That's perfect. Okay, so the question is, by which amendment act of the Constitution of India were the directive principles of state policy given precedence over the fundamental rights whenever they come into conflict? A, Amendment 40. B, the 42nd Amendment. C, the 44th Amendment. Or D, the 46th Amendment.
Was it the 42nd Amendment?
That is correct.
Congratulations, John.
Yeah, that's right.
How many points, John? You have 3 points.
Yeah.
Next question to Damian.
Okay, so the question is, the Panchayati Raj system in India is laid down under which of the following? A, fundamental rights, B, fundamental duties, C, the directive principles, or D, the Election Commission Act.
No, repeat the question once there.
The Panchayati Raj system in India is laid down under which of the following provisions? A, fundamental rights, B, fundamental duties, C, the directive principles of state policy, or D, the Election Commission Act.
Fundamental duties.
That is incorrect.
Pass on to this question was to John.
Yeah.
Now, this question question was to Damian.
Yeah.
Yes. So now, next question, we can pass on to Shantanu.
Can you please repeat the question?
The Panchayati Raj system is laid down under which of the following? A, fundamental rights, B, fundamental duties, C, the directive principles of state policy, or D, the Election Commission Act.
Okay. It's directive principles. Also,
That
it
is
was
correct.
enacted through 73rd and 74th Amendment Act. So,
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now, next question to Shantanu.
Which of the following is not included in the directive principles of state policy? A, prohibition of liquor, B, right to work, C, equal wage for equal work, or D, the right to information.
that would be D, right to information.
That is correct.
Congratulations. So you are really leading everyone. Next question to Gerry.
What is the Constitution of Ireland called in Irish?
Bunrock na Herdon.
That is correct.
However,
Congratulations, Gerry.